Hi friends, this is your pal Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about American politics, and we're going to talk about the American-Iran war. We're at war with Iran. We just bombed them, and we took out and American King Donald Trump. I think it's silly to call him a president. He doesn't really function like a president. He functions a lot more like a king. I think he functions completely like a king. He says stuff and it happens, which is frankly refreshing. It is astounding where we're at. So one, I just wanted to make a side note here, just because this is a little bit of a self-insert. Sorry. So I cut videos and get them up right away. I learned this lesson a long time ago, that you absolutely cannot put anything on the shelf, right? But every now and then I forget that lesson, right? So I cut a video on this exact topic on Friday, 14 minutes that you will never see. And the reason why is it's rotten. Like, it's just, it was cut on Friday. It was going to go up on Monday. It's gone, right? So the reason why I'm saying that is, one, a lot of people say that I just do stream of consciousness. That's completely incorrect. I actually write a lot to give the content that I give. And I edit by just getting rid of videos. Now, I think, other channels, they would never do that. They would never. But the reality is, most channels invest hours and hours and hours of editing into their content. My editing is, it goes up or it doesn't, right? But that is editing, and I'm editing in a new, fresh way that the rest of the world just hasn't caught up to, in my humble opinion. So I thought that was interesting, but now I'm gonna give you the fresh, right? Like, so this is getting cut on Sunday night. It'll go up Monday. Hopefully, something doesn't happen between that window of time. But I just, the pace of the world is shocking. It is just shocking, and it's also due in part to American King Donald Trump, right? Like, he makes stuff happen. Stuff happens, whereas now we know Joe Biden couldn't even read a document and sign it. Like, nothing happened under him. Well, actually, a bunch of stuff happened under him. But who did it? Was it a witch, an alien, an AI? Who knows? Or, like, it certainly wasn't him. Or like, okay. All right. So American King Donald Trump bombs Iran directly. Okay. Now, first of all, why did America go to war with Iran? All right, here we go. By the way, this is a touchy subject, so I'll say this here and at the end. Every single word you hear in this video is simply my humble opinion. Absolutely nothing more, absolutely nothing less. Okay. All right, so why did America go to war with Iran? 4 reasons, okay? 4 reasons are possible. Help an ally. That ally is Israel. Okay. Did we do that? Yes. Box checked. Right? Done. Okay. Debilitate Iran's nuclear capability. Did we do that? Yes. Box checked. Done. Okay. Next, regime change. That's a good reason, right? Wait, Scott, are you saying that the regime of Iran is bad? I don't have to say that. Dyed in the wool, anti-Israel source, in my humble opinion, Slate Political Gabfest, they're very anti-Israel, like super anti-Israel. And they were like, the Iran regime has been terrible for the people, right? They said it like last week, right? Is that reason, right? There's lots of reasons to get rid of the Iran regime, right? Because it's not good for their own people. So did we do that? No, that box is completely unchecked. Okay. Here's the last one. And in my humble opinion, this is the only correct reason to go to war. And this is a box that is not checked, but must be checked. And I'm going to give it to you now. Take the land. Okay. That's a great reason to go to war. That's the best reason to go to war. That's the only reason to go to war, right? And the reason why is, if we did that, if we took the land and, and just divvied it up, gave it to Americans through a lottery, and say, hey, you own this 100 by 100 foot span of Iran. Here you go, right? Then at that point, we would accomplish all of it. We would help Israel. We would get rid of their nuclear capability because it would be all our capabilities. We could just add it to our own. We would get regime. We would get complete. We would get regime. The regime would be gone. It wouldn't like. It wouldn't be a change. It'd be like America would own the nation, right? And then, and well, what do the native people do? Well, they could rent. They could, you don't have to go anywhere. You no longer own any land or any of your homes or anything. Those all belong to Americans now, and you could rent it from them. All right. So, and then the last one is it would create actual true benefit for America, right? So that last one has not been accomplished, and that is my only note to American King Donald Trump. If you're going to go to war, do it the right way. Take the land, right? So I think this is a very good move. I'm completely in support of this. I love helping Israel. I definitely don't think Iran should be a nuclear power, and we didn't accomplish regime change. I don't really care about regime change. I really care about owning the land, right? So American King Donald Trump should have taken the land. That would have been wise. That would have been the correct move. He didn't do that. That was a misstep. But the rest of it, I think, was very well executed, and I think was a sound decision. Right? Like I think it was a good way to go. So it is shocking. Now I want to say it is shocking. I absolutely believe there's a possibility that cities in the U.S. and cities in Europe are under threat for suffering a nuclear strike. Is that worth what we did? Absolutely. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, like sure, that risk is fine. I have no problem with that. Right? Like, hey, can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. Right? Like, this stuff takes risk. Every single word you just heard me say in this video is my humble opinion. Absolutely nothing more, absolutely nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider like and subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.